Hello everybody and welcome back to the Outdoor Channel. As you can see behind me, it is cold, it is winter time out, and although we are an outdoor channel and we do like outdoor activities, a little challenging this time of year, especially in the state of Wisconsin where I'm at, so we've been doing a lot of product reviews. Today we're doing another one in a short series of truck bed mats. The last one we did was from Last Fit Liners. This one is going to be from AAA Liners. And for today's review, we're not just going to try one of these, but actually we're going to try two of these. Now the first one's going to be on this rather heavily customized Silverado Trail Boss, and this one's a little different as it has a crew cab and a standard bed which is 6 foot 6 inches. The other one we're going to try on just a regular old Silverado with a crew cab and what they call a short bed, which is 5 foot 8 inches. And you can find AAA Liners online or on Amazon. I will leave some links over in the description, including a discount code.
Welcome to the outdoors. Welcome to the outdoors.
Alright, so when you order from AAA Liners, you get a real basic package like this. Nothing real fancy. We're going to go ahead and tear into this real quick. Alright, when you get your mat out of the package, it's going to look very much like this. Now it's not rolled, so you're not going to have any of that weird kind of curling memory to deal with, but it is clearly folded. Now it's not unique to this one. When we did the Last Fit bed liner, that was folded as well, but this one seems to have one more fold than the other one did. So you may have some memory here to deal with. And looking at this, looks like there's a few partitions here. You're not going to have to worry about undoing any memory here. Just probably that initial fold down the middle. And as you saw at the beginning of the video, it's also cold out. It's the middle of winter. So you may need to let this warm up. Maybe put something heavy on it a little bit. See if you can work some of that out. Here's a close-up look at what the material looks like. Nice perforations that match the ribbing of the truck. A nice non-slip textured feel it looks like. Here's what the back looks like. Now this is not made of rubber. It's not made of plastic. This is another type of TPM or recycled material. So it's pretty lightweight. It feels pretty durable. It feels a lot like the last liner we tested by Last Fit. Now Last Fit's pretty well known for their LEDs in the market. They're starting to dab into floor liners and bed liners like you see here. That particular test, we took it to a local farm, put it into a farm truck, gave it a nice test. We put a battery and some John Deere tractor rooms back there and bounced it around the farm, and it did pretty well. I will leave a link to that video in the description. You can check that on your own. For this test, I think we're going to do things just a little bit differently. So one of these I'm going to go ahead and put in right now, and that's this one here on the 6 foot 6 bed. It hasn't been worked out. We're going to see how well it fits. Of course, you'll have to take anything in the bed out. Now I have these storage pockets here. I'll have a separate video on these down the road. Just a couple of screws, no big deal. We'll put the bed mat in, and then tomorrow, well at least tomorrow for me, not for you guys through video editing, we'll put this other mat in, a Silverado that has a 5 foot 8 bed that has been worked out, and we'll see the differences. Alright, I've temporarily removed some of my accessories on here, and these bed mats are truck specific, so to line this up you're going to have to understand where your contours are. Now in my case you can see I've got a pretty defined contour line here that matches this part of the truck, so I know that this goes in this corner. And really it's just a matter of lining this up. And here's what it looks like against the bulkhead. And around the wheel well here. Pretty nice tight fit. And as I'm looking around, some attention to detail as they've notched out a spot for the D-ring. And the same thing on this side. Nice flush fit. Again, attention to detail around all of the contours. Again, a little notch for the D-ring. It's a nice liner. Alright, we're going to do a quick little test. You can see I've folded some of this back over. I have a simple empty bin. Now I'm in the US, so I think this is 17 gallons. Now this has a Line-X bed liner, and it's got a nice texture to it, but it's not that for texture. And even though I like my spray and bed liner, you can see that this moves quite easily. Alright, the same basic test. This isn't sliding at all. Again, very resistant to movement. And again, this is a empty bin, so this should be sliding, you know, all over the place, and it's not. Here's putting my accessories and tools back in the truck here. And here's what it looks like fully installed. Now in my case, I've got a little bit of memory here to work out. Again, I did not let this sit out and expand, and it is pretty cold out. We will do that with the next truck. So one of the things we're trying to do today in showing you two different bed mats, because I could probably just show you one and you can get a reasonably good idea for what it looks like, but I want to be able to show you two different setups. So you saw the white truck a moment ago. It's got a tonneau cover, it's got some bed accessories. The tonneau cover, that doesn't mean anything, right? But the bed accessories do. This one, of course, has the Lear top on it, and there's some other stuff here in the bed. Again, the top has nothing to do with it, but we get to show you how it works with this owner's truck. So one of the things that this owner does, this may or may not seem strange to you, but he keeps a bin back here with some tools and accessories for when he's on the road. And he knows, like in the last truck that I showed, it's going to slide a little bit on his bed liner. So he knows his bin's going to land all over the place back here. And so he leaves it on some cardboard so he can lift the cardboard and pull this bin towards them. And so we're going to see if we can do this a little bit better using the bed mat. So just like on the white truck, the bin basically behaves the same way. It slides around without a whole lot of effort. Let's go ahead and put that bed mat in. And unlike the white truck, I did let this sit out overnight with a little bit of weight on there. It should lay in here pretty flat. And here's what the finished product looks like. Nice fitment around the D-rings and the wheel wells, all the way to the front and the bulkhead, and to the other side. Now, even though I had this layout overnight, as you saw, a little bit of memory there in the corner to work out, a little bit here in the front, but that's really to be expected with the temperatures that we're having. There's what she looks like. And the same basic bend test. You saw a moment ago, this thing was sliding with minimal effort, and it's really not sliding at all with this textured finish. And if I wanted to lift up on this and pull this bin out, other than I have the D-rings to probably get around here. You could absolutely use this to pull anything out of the back towards you. Alright, now that we've got the fitment and the unboxing out of the way, we're going to go ahead and do a quick road test. We're going to fill the truck with a bunch of stuff. Hit some country roads, hit a couple of stop signs, maybe a gravel road, probably going to be looking at speeds between 25 and 55 miles an hour. And we'll see how much of the stuff moves around. Alright, we are an outdoor channel. We're going to put an outdoor stuff back here. First up is a Yeti, I think this is a 40 quart cooler. Next up is a WaveSafe tow hitch. Bass Pro Shops tackle box, really a tackle bag. Something for a boat. Got a Lund boat seat. Something a little lighter, a boat bumper, a ram mount, and because it's wintertime, a snow and ice scraper. Okay, we've gotten back to our studio garage here and taking a look at things. Really have not moved or moved very little. And we took a couple turns with a little bit of speed, as you saw from the footage, and I think it demonstrates very well how this textured finish is going to keep things from sliding around quite a bit while you're doing your travels. Alright, so that wraps up today's review. Again, I will leave a discount code and links in the description. Again, like, subscribe, helps the channel out quite a bit, and we'll see you next time.